are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community. Here are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
Love is the only way. Love is the answer. Love is the only way. Oh, love, it's the only way. Oh, love, let it lead the way. In a world so cold, love's the warmth we hold. In a sea of doubt, love will find us out. Oh, love, it's the only way. Oh, love, let it lead the way. So cold, love's the warmth we hold. In a sea of doubt, love will find us out. Oh, love, 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 it's the only way. Oh, love, 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 let it lead the way. Hearts beat as one, underneath the sun. Love's melody sets our spirits free. Oh, love, 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 it's the only way. Oh, love, 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 let it lead the way. I feel it in the sound of freedom. I can hear the sound of a revolution. I can feel the ground shaking. The winds of a change coming, coming. Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd. Shaking ground, winds of change. Feel it all rearrange. Voices rising, hearts beating, hope in the air, never retreating. A new day dawning, colors bright, embracing the change, feeling right. Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd, shaking ground, winds of change, feel it all rearrange. Break the chains, break the mold, embrace the future, bold and bold. Stand together, hand in hand, united we rise across the land. Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd, shaking ground, winds of change, feel it all rearrange. Break the chains, break the mold, embrace the future, bold and bold. Stand together, hand in hand, united we rise across the land. Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd, shaking ground, winds of change, feel it all rearrange. Never give up,
let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance.
Every generation stands on the shoulders of the generation that went before. And so you see farther because you're standing taller than we did and can look farther. But at least give us the credit that you're seeing farther because you're standing on our shoulders. We don't have inflation because the people are living too well. We have inflation because the government is living too well.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself.
All right, everybody. Happy evening, I guess, right? Pull this down a little bit there. Happy evening. It is a crazy day today. More things going on. Like it's ever going to end, right? Like it's ever going to end. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Tuesday evening. And the 8th. We are actually, oh man, Where'd I go here? We're actually just 27 days away from the election, and it's got a lot going on with that, which is absolutely just crazy. So we'll just see what we can do here tonight. See if we can make a lot of people mad. 27 days, 5 hours, 32 minutes, and 21 seconds now. That's not too shabby there. We're getting close. Getting very close there. Anyway, we're going to talk about some good stuff here tonight. Let's fix our screen here. There we go. Let's see who we got in the house here tonight. Yeah, we weren't on today, but let's see here. Glad to be able to be here tonight. At least East Tennessee in the house. Tracy Lynn, thank you so much. Hello from Columbia, Tennessee. Switching from YouTube. Awesome. Columbus, Georgia in the house. From Rogue River, Oregon in the house. New Jersey in the house. Western Kentucky in the house. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oklahoma in the house. Hey, DC. Hey, Hard to Check. Hey from Coffeeville, Mississippi. Getting our intel fixer. Ozark, Alabama. Thank you so much. Wallace, North Carolina here. Hey, DC. Knoxville in here. Listening in Lexington, North Carolina this evening. Thank you so much. What up, DC? What up from San Pedro, California? Listening from California, right? Hobbs, New Mexico. Arkansas in the house. London, Ohio checking in. Livingston, Tennessee in the house. Western Kentucky in the house. Give us the good news. We will try. Good news is we're still free. Hello, Patriots. Let me grab it up. Okay. Let's see. Ringgold, Georgia in the house. Good deal. Glad you're here. Hooks, Texas in the house. East Jordan, Michigan in the house. Hello from Arizona. Calhoun from Calhoun, Georgia. Freeport, Pennsylvania. 2 pages from Noblesville, Indiana. Our church partners with Convoy of Hope. Awesome. Seems to be great to help. Absolutely. Madison, Alabama in the house. Watching from Eastern Kentucky. Thank you so much. Jeep Girl here. Waiting from Dallas, Georgia. Hello, DC from Austin. As always. Awesome. Great to have you here, Wes. Sorry. Fayetteville, Tennessee in the house. Your volume is very low, DC. Hopefully it's up now. Wetumpka, Alabama in the house. Phil and Ginger from Cartersville, Georgia. Thank you so much for listening. Hello, Patriots. Ohio in the house. Hurricane. My father said there are no coincidences. Absolutely. There are no coincidences. Praying for Florida. Absolutely. Hello from Dallas. Heading to the door meeting shortly. Well, listen. Great. Good deal. Let's see who else is in here. Pray for the ones in the path of the storm. Yep, absolutely. I always appreciate your messages and love your sense of humor. Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you so much, Kathy. Appreciate that. Not everybody can appreciate that. Everybody wants to be so serious, but the world has got enough seriousness going on in it and enough bull that sometimes you just have to take a break from it. My children and grandparents outside of Tampa, we're very concerned about them. Okay, okay, that's not good there. Newport News, Virginia in the house. Are you having a good? Okay, there's somebody else there. Hey, DC, Lisa, good to see you in here. Northern New York in the house. Gainesville, Georgia, or Gainesville, Texas. I'm so sorry, Gainesville, Texas in here. I need this song on iTunes, Lisa. Yep, it'll be coming out soon. Actually, there'll be a whole realm of music coming out, and we're working on it now to get it all taken care of. That way you'll be able to pull up stuff and listen to some good stuff, and very patriotic and uplifting, and it just also reassures you that we win. Hello from Central Texas. Let's see here. DeSoto, Missouri. Okay. Frankfort, Indiana, and House Sound of Freedom. That's right. That song's the devil. Oh, Lordy. Oh boy, somebody give old Jeff there some attention. All right, let's see. I just gave him some attention. Linville, Texas in the house. My granddaughter 12. She had a horrible cough over the week. In school, took it. Okay. Decent. Green Springs, Florida. Green Cove Springs, Florida. I'm so sorry. DC missed you this afternoon. Orange County, New York. Yep. Thank you so much. Need to stop these storms. Right, they do. Who else we got here? Trying to get past the conversations here. Buford, Georgia in the house. Let's see, Montgomery, Texas in the house. Blessings and thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you. Okay. Just looking here, make sure. Detroit, Michigan in the house. Think else you do anything respect? I'm actually gonna be in Detroit in a couple weeks. 2 from Noblesville, Indiana. Okay, we got that one. Did that one. Rose from Indiana. Indiana. Hello to you. Benbrook, Texas in the house. Let's see here. Hello, Carson City, Michigan. Frankton, Indiana. Nashville, Tennessee. Awesome place there. I love going there. Where am I at here? All right, Delaware in the house. Tennessee in the house. Wyoming in the house. Northwest Ohio in the house. New Jersey, Ohio again. Western Arizona in the house. Virginia Beach in the house. Let's see here. All right, so we're good there. Hamilton, Ohio in the house also. Deer Park, Texas also. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Enforcer, hey y'all, just unloaded the truck. Good deal. And so, but anyway, we're going to get started here tonight. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. And someone said, give me some good news. Well, the good news is we're free. We're free, and it could be worse. We could be dealing with a bunch of course, we are dealing with tyrants, but it could be worse. We could be dealing with, behind bars somewhere and begging everybody for something. Hello from Holden Beach, North Carolina. Hello to you. So, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. You got, of course, North Carolina is trying to recuperate. And same time, you got Florida coming in, and you got the storms that's coming in there. They're also outside of that. You have 3 other storms. This storm that's coming in now that's going to hit Florida is actually going to intersect with 3 other storms that are out there. I'm not sure what's going to take place on that. It's, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are still mobilizing and doing things. If you do not follow, hello from Denham Springs. Hello to you, Saints girl. Tons of water. Yep. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Awesome. Yeah. So we got, a lot of people mobilizing, start to moving. If you have not followed on TikTok, do it. Go follow Pissed Off Nation. He's been a very vital person in what we've all been doing. It's just been amazing. So go follow him. Tell him that you heard it on the radio or you heard DC, and make sure you let him know that we're sending. We just really appreciate what he's done. So, anyways, of course, there's been so much stuff we've been seeing on the news. Well, when I say the news, understand I don't watch mainstream, so I'm talking about the news is just like different things you see online, multiple different streams, and one of the things that has happened, the other day it was the helicopter come in and did the rotor wash and deliberately did that. I'm also seeing where some other guys are coming running around as like park rangers and trying to exert their power that they don't have, and telling people that there's been reported of fires and stuff like that. So that's the reason why they're coming out to the property. My advice on any time, no matter where you are in this country, my advice is this: stand your ground. Period. Stand your ground. That means if people coming up on your property, stand your ground. Let's see here. ODC Glader back from Dalton, Georgia. Fairview, Massachusetts. Good to see you. All right. And so stand your ground no matter what. I don't care if you're in a city, if you're in the country, wherever your property is, stand your ground. If certain supposedly law enforcement come up on there and they want to infringe upon your rights, you have every right to kick their butts off. Raleigh, North Carolina, RC and DC. Good. Sorry about that. Glad to have y'all in here. Also from Georgetown, Kentucky. So you've got so many different things happening. And meanwhile, while that's happening, we've got this other thing that's coming in Florida. I still believe, even though the prediction is like, oh, it's going to go out, and I still believe it's going to turn left, or something's going to change. I saw a video earlier. I told you yesterday or day before yesterday? I can't remember. Where I saw the planes actually seeding the clouds, and we've talked about this over and over and over about the clouds seeding and how that happens. And of course, you have some people that email you or just say, "Oh, you're crazy. You're just crazy. It's a conspiracy theorist and whatever." And on the show, we're not conspiracy theorists. We're conspiracy realists, and that's who we are. Let me see here. Got something else popping in here. Got other people popping in here. I can't see. Dayton, Ohio. Thank you so much. And so we got you got this helicopter doing that, and then meanwhile we had all the helicopters trying to land and tell them they couldn't land, and you got FEMA landing their bag asses out there on the runways and blocking everything like they're the king of everything. And here's the thing. I think America is to the point of tired of being a law-abiding citizen. I believe that. We're getting sick and tired of having to abide by the law that's given to us and just have to take what's given and can never respond. Never. I think you're getting tired of it. I really do. And that doesn't mean that I'm calling for people to go crazy and all that stuff, because I'm not. What I'm saying is that people are getting tired of tyrants as governors, mayors, former fire chiefs, here's the thing. I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. I believe North Carolina, of course, we know that, the storm is controlled. We know that. Okay. We just know that. But I think also on top of that, they take advantage of things like this and go, hey, we'll just practice and see how far we can get in this situation and with this state, and then we'll just see. And then the next time something happens, because here's the thing, if they can keep everybody from doing what we just did, that's actually bringing aid, not telling FEMA to kiss our butt, and just going out and doing what we needed to do, helping people, and we're still helping people, helping bring aid, helping doing all this. If we can continue to do that, at some point they're going to say, hey, good God, this is not working. But if we don't do that and we sit back and we just let the so-called government or FEMA or whoever the crap they want to call themselves, I don't care what they call them, they're all a nuisance. But if they step in and they can start getting their way in one state, guess what they do? They'll go to the next state and the next state and next state. And it's at that time that they can actually step in and do some controlling and do some stuff. And America's not going to have it. It is not going to have it. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud of what our team has done. All of us collectively that have listened, supported. It makes me proud to be an American. It really does. I'm proud to have people like you alongside of us that's actually carrying these things forward and making a difference. We may be a little bit late on getting water and supplies to some people and getting things to people, but you know what? It gets done. If we say we're going to do it, we do it. We don't throw out a challenge and not achieve it. We must do that. And that is America. But what I'm seeing happen through this whole thing is that people are getting sick and tired of one, being lied to, and two, being a guinea pig for the government to do their little things. And I believe American citizens, ones that have really towed the line for a long time, are really getting sick and tired of being the law-abiding citizen. And I believe that we're going to see more disasters. I told you this 3 months ago now. 4 months ago, 3 months ago, we was all on this. Don't expect everything to calm down, because we're getting closer and closer to the election. We got 27 days, 5 hours left to get to that election. They're going to do everything they can to disturb where you vote, how you vote. How about they send the storm to D.C., to Washington, D.C.? How about these storms go and get over and just hang over that for a good while? You know what I'm saying? Give them some of their own medicines. Who is accountable for all the deaths? You tell me. There's not just one person. We live in an evil time. Will those people finally have a payday? Most definitely they will. Most definitely. It's just a matter of time. And until then, we have to here's the thing, is America, what used to be, is no longer. It's just no longer. We're no longer. I mean, I look back at my great grandfather and his life, and I go, man, I must be an old soul, because I really like that old stuff, man. I just like it. Even tools, because the tools were built better, and they weren't built by machines. These built by hand. And the America that we once knew was, hey, we fought a war and we come home and everybody went on their life. Everybody worked their jobs, did their thing, and that was fine. But we don't have that anymore. We have wars in our own country by our own people. By our own people, and not only by our own people, but they've used the tools that we have created to help us in wars and to keep us safe. They've turned around and made us guinea pigs to practice on us with it. And I believe we're about done with that. One of the things I saw was, of course, Elon sending in Starlink and all that, but there's been someone going around from FEMA disabling and destroying Starlink. I go back to what I originally said several weeks ago. If you are going to come out there and you're going to cause disruption, you're no different than a thief. And if a thief comes to steal your purse, the way you take away that thief's ability to take your purse again is you take his hands. I am absolutely saying that. Absolutely. And I will tell you straight up, if I saw someone going out there and destroying the ways for people to communicate in this disaster, I'd take a daggone hammer to their hands and I wouldn't think twice about it. I wouldn't. Because people need help. They don't need these distractions out there of people destroying. It ain't even their property. And it blows me away that they're removing Starlink. They're actually destroying them. All kinds of stuff. And for what? For what? Here's the thing. Life as we once knew there, where all this disasters happen, won't be as normal again. Not somebody just put in the wildlife, not even for the wildlife. Think of how much wildlife has been destroyed and displaced. Think about that. It goes way beyond that. Think of how much pollution and raw sewage, and think about all this stuff that's hit the main waterways. It's crazy. But if you look at mainstream media, all they're going to say is, yeah, it's a bad disaster there. But Kamala says her statement is, when I was a kid, I was raised in a single. It goes to the whole same old crap. And I think we're over that. I am. I'm over Kamala. I'm over Tampon Tim. I'm over the mainstream media. I'm over people that are. I am over anyone that tries to screw the American people. Period. I don't care if they're political. I don't care if they're law enforcement. I don't care. I don't care. If you're going to screw the American people, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. And we're at a pivotal point in time right now. North Carolina, and Georgia, the state senators and representatives were notified that their states were attacked by, here we go. Warfare as we once knew it is not the same way. That's why I said if we go to get attacked, everybody thinks these helicopters going to fly out of the sky, or these jets, and boom, all these paratroopers jumping. Those days are gone. Let me tell you why those days are gone. Tell you why they're gone. Too many people in America have pow-pows and poo-poos and know how to use them. And people like some of us have all kinds of night vision, have infrared, have all kinds of tools. Booby traps. Trust me. There's a lot of people. You'd be surprised. A lot of people. And the way that these tools that have been created to help us win wars have been practiced up on us. And the representatives and senators, they all know. So plausible deniability is bullshit anymore. You hear me? Those that say, "Oh, well, we don't know. We don't really know." Oh, there's conspiracy theorists. Well, then you know what? Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Get rid of them. They're useless. And they know. They absolutely know. Absolutely know. And, I saw some video today of in Florida, people where the rain is coming in. The rain is coming down. But I told you several weeks ago when we talked about the seeding the clouds and all this stuff, that they were putting sodium chloride and all this stuff in the air and dropping it. And what happens is, and just so you know, sodium chloride, it conducts electricity. Okay? It conducts electricity, and not only that, if it's storming and lightning hits it, guess what it does? It gets bigger and it explodes more. But what's happening in Florida, and there's tons of videos around, you can look and see. People were going in their front yard, and it looks like balls, like hail balls falling down. But they're steaming and smoking because it's not ice. It is sodium chloride that's been overpopulated in that area, and now it's just falling to the ground. Think of that. Oh, but let me let little puppy dog outside to go outside and pee and poop. And it walks out there and it breathes that. And then in about a month from now, you'll be like, I don't know why I've got to put him to sleep. This is horrible. I'm telling you, this stuff is legit. Seeding the clouds, and it's beyond me why people are so evil that they want to destroy America from within. I still stand on what I say. Listen to DC very clearly. Now, I'm not dumb enough to believe that everybody that listens to this show, that's online and whatever, however they hear this, see it or hear it. I'm not dumb. I'm telling you what, I believe everybody that listens, not everybody is for our good. There's a lot of people that listen just so they can get information and go make up TikTok things because they've got new intel. And they're getting it from this show. It's amazing. And it just drives me crazy. I believe that if you're in America and you do not have America's best interest at heart, find a country that you like and go there. Matters of fact, if there's anybody listening to this show, or just happens to hear this in the future, and you really hate America, and you just don't even have the money to leave America, we will raise the money to get your plane ticket and send your ass out of this country. That's what we'll do. We'll do it. And send you where you need to be. Put you in banana land. If you want to be over there in Africa, go to Africa. If you want to be over there in Russia, go to Russia. But let me tell you what, leave us alone. And if you sympathize with those other countries, this is the United States of America. The United States, not the United Countries of America. Understand, the United States, the Constitution was not written for all the countries to come in and just crap all over America, or for our own to turn against us. That's called treason, guys. And treasonous people need to be treated like treasonous people and punished according to the treason. That's matter of fact. If they go to hang him, let's play one of DC's songs. Hang tight. How about that one? Ha! Let's see if we can do it. Now here comes Barack Hussein Obama, and here he comes, and we're gonna play him a theme song while he hangs. Yep. Hang tight. Help is on the way. Here comes Hillary. Hey, here comes Oprah. Woo! Swing, baby, swing. Yeah, I don't think they'll see a brighter day. It'll be, yeah, whatever. Anyway, somebody will probably go off on me on that. You shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that. Oh, well, I did. But anyways, you know, so many things. And I 100% believe it, that if people do not want the country to survive, then go somewhere else. Go to Russia and try to tear that country down. See how that works for you. Better yet, go to Mexico and deal with the cartel. See how that goes for you. I don't know if y'all saw or not, but we're in Mexico, the one of the little mayors or whatever. He was, I think it's like his 6th day as the mayor, and they found his body in his vehicle and his head on top of the roof. He'd been decapitated by the cartel. And we wonder, and they wonder why we gripe and complain and bitch over the fact that they're letting anybody come in through the border. I have a problem with that. And you should too. But here's the thing. We're 27 days away, okay? 27 days away. Don't get comfortable right now. Don't get comfortable, because I have that feeling that, that kind of disturbance feeling in your gut. Some people call it, well, my spirit is stirred. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is. I still believe we got some more stuff coming down the pike. There's some more stuff. I keep saying over and over and over, for those of you that listen, what do I say? At least have a couple things of food that you can eat. Get you through some time to where help can get to you. Food, some cans, something you can eat. It ain't gonna be gourmet food every day. Make sure you have some flashlights, some good batteries, not the Dollar Tree batteries. Get ready. You don't, and when people go, well, I want to know exactly what's going to happen. I could give you a detailed plan. This is exactly what would happen. And in 20 minutes, that plan could change at just the tip of the hat. It's like serving a search warrant. Let's do this. It's like going to serve a search warrant. You go out to the house and they say, oh, this guy, he's church guy all of his life. He's not dangerous at all. He wouldn't smack a kitty cat. And you get out there and what's they do? They pull every gun on you and try to kill you. As America, we have to stop taking everything at face value and do not underestimate the enemy or your local government or your local politicians, your police department, fire department, EMS, all that. I see early voting next week in Georgia. Awesome. Yeah. And that's the thing is when you vote, protect your vote. Protect it. Here's the thing. Don't expect that we're not going to see shenanigans anymore. Don't expect it because it's going to happen. And, you know, there's a lot that is going on, even though you can't. And this is another thing that bugs me. Since I'm on the whole bugging thing, I don't even know why tonight I'm on this, but whatever. You know, you don't like it, you can leave. But anyways, the thing that bugs me is this, and guys, listen, I've been trying better with my potty mouth, okay? I've been trying my best here. I'm trying. It's got to be a God thing. But I've been trying with my potty mouth. That's one thing. And then the other thing is I've been trying to give other people a little bit more benefit of the doubt. Some of these people that are on social media and just listen to them. But dear God, it drives me bonkers when people get on there and they go, well, you know, here's the thing. Either you have intel and you have information or you do not. Okay? That's how that works. And if you want to know how to weed people out, how to weed people out, this is it. If they always speak with riddles and they have so much to say but nothing to decipher, or they leave you everything to decipher. Let me say that. They speak so much stuff and they leave you to decipher everything. This ain't cloak and dagger, daggone it. They don't have to. Everybody is not somebody says, okay, let's see. The Demartia calendar says this, and CQ said. Everybody ain't on that stuff, okay? People are tired of the bull crap. Just give straight freaking answers, for God's sakes. Just give answers. Just stop. But they always speak in all these riddles, and I mean, God. Don't go down the rabbit hole because there is no daggone rabbit hole in what they're saying. It's just them trying to make you hook, line, and sinker to come back. And that's something you're not going to hear on this show. I'm not going to go, well, tomorrow I got some really exciting news. It's going to be on tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and you got to come because it's going to blow your mind. I'm not going to pump. This ain't a daggone TV show. I'm not trying to get ratings. And the more I try my best, curb the potty mouth is one thing. And then two, you see what others are saying, it drives me bonkers. And somebody did send me an email and says, hey, how do we, stop getting caught up with some of these other people? Well, I just told you, stop listening to their riddles, stop listening to their rhymes, and stop. Just be like, oh, whatever, unfollow. It's amazing. It's amazing. Here's the thing. I see on the dashboard of this show from Rumble and other stuff, I see who comes in and who comes out. And it is hilarious. It is hilarious that some of these people that have been the big intel guys, the big ones, the ones that, what I'm talking about, without me calling them out, will come on and come out, and come on and come out, come on. And it's like, really? Come on. Unbelievable. Anyway. Also, there was, just so you know, Watchdog found $7 billion in untapped FEMA funds through the Department of Homeland Security. But they said, Secretary Morales said that there was none available for future disasters. Here's the thing. That money should go to the American people and helping in storms, helping them rebuild, all that, okay? But they were not going to do it. They're going to make sure that they keep funding the migrants and all that crap. Homeland Security Inspector General's report from August revealed that more than $7 billion in remaining in emergency funding could be used for natural disasters, but they chose not to do it because they want to push it into, these other things, like migrants complaining because they don't like the food that they're getting at the shelter. None of that stuff. Let's see here. These other truthers stringing us along. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, 100%. But I think that what we're going to see, you got this, this other hurricane coming in. Of course, they're saying that it's going to be bigger than Katrina, and who knows at this point. What do I think? I think it's pretty daggone serious. FEMA was doing their, Federal Emergency Management Agency in Washington, D.C. was doing a press statement, and they were talking, and they had a slip of the tongue. Okay, slip of the tongue. At least, let me say it. What's the Bible say? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? Out of the abundance of the heart. Well, I think truth is happening.
We plan to execute between 70 and...
Did you just hear what he said?
We plan to execute between 70 and 80,000. We plan to evacuate.
What?
We plan to execute between 70 and 80,000.
Okay, you heard him right. Okay, you heard him right. He just caught himself to turn it back. Their plans are out there, guys. The more we bind together and pray, but also bind together and be a force to be reckoned with. One of the things that I'm toying with right now, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and it's been fantastic. People that have had trucks and other other resources to bring to the plate. I am debating here, and of course we've got people that have been therapists that have reached out to me. And so when I look at that and I see all the different resources that are attached to what I'm doing here and what we're doing here as Americans, I think it's fantastic. I'm debating on putting together a team. And when I say a team, I'm talking about two different types of teams. And I know I'm kind of everywhere tonight, but I'm just going to share this with you. One is, I told you we was going to be doing the bags, not a bug out bag, but kind of a rescue deal and survival, and doing that. And I had the idea of, what if we had, because we almost have every state in here. If we had one representative for every state, and when the stuff starts coming in, it just gets mailed to them. They have a list. They put everything in those bags that need to be in, and they have a place to store them. And when disaster hits that state, we mobilize that person or send people out there to take out the bags to them. That way it's not just sitting here with me all the time, but it's in every state. And not only that, put together a team, because there's a couple former Navy guys, military guys in here, former law enforcement, all these things, that we could actually come together and create a team that actually goes out and helps in these disasters. And not only that, even stepping out further into helping with these trafficked kids and stuff like that. I think it'd be a great thing, be a great tool. Let's see, Riddles decodes and sign up for all the new selling. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Here's my code. Here's my code. But something that's, because here's the thing, it's good to bring intel. It's good to keep the American people's eyes open, but it's also great to create something, and it ain't about paying people. It's about making change in America. making a change, making things happen in America. And because here's the thing, if we continue to wait upon federal government or FEMA or whoever to step in, you know, do you realize that we were on the ground way before FEMA was on the ground in North Carolina? Boots were on the ground before they were there. And then they come in and, hey, they're going to take over everything and whatever. I think from here on out, the message needs to be that we're there. Every time there's something happening, you know that we're there. We're there. We're taking care of something. We're getting stuff done. One of our last drop-offs was tonight. An enforcer, he's one of our moderators in here. He had we had stuff sent to him, and it's because of people like you. And of course, what he's doing is he'll have that stuff, and he'll be able to pull his community in, and they'll be able to come there and get stuff from him. So you see, it's still going on. And then now we're moving towards Florida, and we're trying to do all this because as soon as Florida gets done with theirs, we're going to be out there doing that. And then when Florida is starting, when FEMA's out there and they start raising their head and all that stuff, then what's going to happen is we're going to be back out in North Carolina again because FEMA's going to be pulled out and people's going to be screwed again. And they got to have resources. That's what makes America great again, is what we're doing. And of course, you know, you have people that criticize, but it really doesn't matter to me. But we're going to continue to do what we want to do. And if we have people, and we do have people that have been therapists that can reach out, if whatever state they're in, if we have people that reach out that's went through things, we can put them in contact with those people. Because even when you're retired, you can still make a difference in America. And that is the whole heartbeat of this show. Making your eyes come awake, making you understand, or just bringing revelation to our country and what we need to be. If we're truly going to make America great again, it must start with you. It must start with you. I think it's a great idea having sheriffs in North Carolina deputized rescue people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Arrest the female. Absolutely. And here's the thing. You have to understand, if FEMA's coming out there and they're saying, we're taking over, we're doing this, we'll arrest you, they have no authority. Let me tell you what, you really don't, you hear DC, but you really don't know DC. Because if they would do that to me, I'd be like, hey, bro, I'm going to tell you what the law says, and then I'm going to give you 2 seconds to turn around and go away, or I'm going to handle it. And you don't want to handle it this way. Because they have no power. When Chevron and all that happened, they all their power was stripped from them. They cannot have you arrested. But the person that doesn't research, and the person that wants to just stay in their bubble will just completely fold to that and be like, oh, well, gosh, they're in control, I can't do anything. And that's not the case. That is not the case. So put that in there. But that's not the case. So one of the things here, I'm going to play something here, and this was a White House press briefing, and of course, here we go.
Without Congress coming back. But Congress does have...
All right, I'm coming back here, sorry.
The administration has money to send to Lebanon without Congress coming back. But Congress does have to come back to approve money to send to people in North Carolina. Do I have that right?
Thanks, everybody.
She says, thanks, everybody. And that thing walks off. That is exactly why. That's exactly why we're where we're at. Somebody's asking me, how do they let me know? You can go to eiobn.com and you can email from there. Just click on the, make a comment or whatever you want to do and just send me an email. And I actually have someone now that's actually working on all the emails and trying to get things a little bit more situated for me, because we've been to have a ton of stuff that comes in. How soon before the National Guard sets in with martial law? Well, let me say this. Before we answer that question, what I'm going to tell you is going to answer that question. Because those that have been saying, I want to see something happen, let me tell you something. There has been there's been a time that we have sat down together on this show and we've talked about President of the United States and we've talked about the Commander-in-Chief. President Trump has called for military action today to protect Americans. Of course, I'm calling him President Trump because he's my president. But let me just say this. When the Commander-in-Chief spoke today and says it's time for action. Time for action. And he calls and he says, hey, the power of the military need to operate now to protect the citizens of the United States, the American citizens. And here's the thing. That was such a bold move, because here we've been worried about Russia, China, Ukraine, Biden sending money over, Kamala, mattress dancing, tampon Tim, all these things. We've been worried about it all. Worried about it. And worried about, because it could be a nuclear bomb, could be a nuclear threat. And about 3 weeks, a month ago, something like that, I did a show on that because there was a very viable threat right then that wasn't good. It was not good. And it was a little bit more than a threat. I think if the American people truly understood how many times that hands were on buttons, and I think a lot of people pooped their pants. But I think now, I know, let me say this, I'm not even thinking, I know now, bold moves are being made publicly. Before you say, oh, I haven't seen it yet on the news, you will not see it on the mainstream media. Even if they would put it on there, it would be, Trump is calling for an insurrection of the United States of America. Because they get a hard on just to try to screw him over and to get in your head. It only takes just a seed of doubt, right? Just a little bit of doubt. And then you'll question everything. Then we'll question every single thing. It is our own government that has been infiltrated and has been turned against the American people when it was supposed to be protecting us. I am telling you now, mark this date down, 10/8/24. 10/8/24. We are going to walk through several, here comes 10 days of darkness. I don't even care about that anymore. I don't even care about that. You shouldn't either. We just want this damn thing to be over. That's what we want. But it's not going to be over soon. But we're really going to get into the nitty-gritty of seeing more and more and more happen. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Trump has surrounded himself with, first of all, some really smart people. And now that he's got Elon Musk with him, do you understand that takes care of, you realize Elon Musk could do everything the CIA's doing, the FBI and all that, just with what he's doing, and take care of energy? Because he's got all the intelligence locked up if he wants to. Plus, he's got the energy. When I say energy, I'm talking about ways for electricity and communication and all that stuff. And if you don't think Starlink isn't part of Space Force, you're absolutely crazy. And if you're one of those who go, well, Space Force don't even exist, then you are totally loony. But you have Trump that says it is right now is the only way to get these things moved and get American people truly secure is the United States to have a military operation to protect the U.S. citizens. It is a very bold move, but you know what? It's going to secure our nation, and it's going to secure the American people. Not from outside forces, not from Russia, not from these other countries, from our own people. How can I say this? A lot of people, and I understand, your patience has grown tired, you're weary, we've lost family members. Mars, you daggone right. And then I'm not talking about the planet either. But we've lost family members that think we're a crazy kooks. And here's the thing. I am to the point, well, everybody around me is, all that stuff. Just, they don't think I'm crazy, but, they don't always agree. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. I let them sit in their own bubble and go, I still don't understand why the economy is this way. I just don't understand, but I'm still going to take it's. Oh my God, it's like taking your money and supporting a ministry that has been stealing money for years and has done nothing but have prostitutes all over it. I mean, seriously. When will it happen? It's happening now, Crazy Train. It's happening now. Today is when he started this. How actually the strategy is going to be, I don't even think your deep intel know. Because here's the problem. When you share your strategy, there are people that are on your team always that will run and go, I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's those type of people that, they're at church and they come to you and go, how can I pray for you over something? Well, you see, I've been having this problem. I've been thinking about just dirty women all the time. That's what I've been thinking about. Oh, brother, I'll pray for you. And next thing you know, you come in the church and then someone's like, hey, brother, I heard that you had a problem talking about dirty women all the time. And seriously. Like me going to church and saying, hey, hey, man, pray, why don't you pray for me? Because, DC's got his mouth's a little wild sometimes. It's got a little bit of dirty mouth there. Sometimes he just, curse words fly out sometimes. He gets so ticked off. But, pray for me. And next thing I know, come in next week and the preacher's going, I talked about preaching, and I'm going to preach to you about cursing. I'm like, where'd this come from? And everything that was in the conversation that I had with the person that's supposedly in confidence has told everybody, including the pastor. It's no different in intel. People, that's why we're in the shape that we're in this country. People that have been in intel for years have been selling intel. You got Kamala that flat out said that she was treasonous when she went to Ukraine with classified documents and gave Zelensky information. So the strategy, I'm going to tell you what the strategy is. Mute. That's the strategy. Operate in the dark. And when the light comes around, how did those people get hurt? Why are they dead? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? See, it gives you a whole new perspective of what's done in the dark will be brought to light, right? I can tell you this for a fact. No matter what you're going to see in the next 27 days, you're going to hear in the next 27 days, I can tell you what, if I'm not right, I'll shut down my show. How about that? I'm telling you straight up, Donald Trump is handing them their balls in a sack. Period. And the strategy, Well, I don't understand why he don't tell us the strategy. Well, because probably he knows America can't keep secrets. And people love money. And they will sell off anything. People around him would sell him off to have him executed. You understand that? We've already seen that with the Secret Service. We've already seen that. But the strategy is don't tell everybody. Even people in intel. Because for a successful mission or an operation, it must be done with small numbers. See, everybody wants the great big awakening of all. The military just rose up and came in and just tore people apart. It don't work that way. Why do you think our SEAL teams and all that don't operate in thousands of people at one time? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that even those guys that run missions don't get their mission till they're right at the doorstep of what they're going to do? They'll be on flights and still don't know where they're going, what they're doing, and then they'll be given little bits and pieces as they're going. Once they get within a few miles of what they're supposed to do, then guess what they do? Here's who you're going to take out. Here's what you're going to do, and you better get back at such and such time, and here's this. Everybody get their clocks, everybody get their watches, everybody synchronize, all this stuff. Here's the intel, and they get briefed right before they execute that thing. Same thing. Teams, smaller teams, there's a more of a assurance that you're not going to fail. So don't expect to wake up like everybody has lied to you on TV or on the social media platforms and saying you're going to wake up and it's going to be the military showing you on PBS and everything else, them doing all these Gitmo things and all these people. It may get to that point at some point. Do I think that? Yeah, I do. But you're not going to wake up to that. The American people cannot handle that. If they could handle that, everybody be going online and go, hey, let's look at the Mexican mayor that got his head decapitated. Let me tell you, for the biblical people, that's why the Bible says, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing or vice versa. Because even the hand can expose what's going on. If you can't do it. Anyway, but the strategy is quiet. Here's the thing. It's no longer on the way. That should be your reassurance here tonight. It's no longer on the way, guys. It's here. It's happening. And I know everybody still wants to argue, but I don't see it on the news. Listen, Billy Bob, you're not going to see it on the news. I can tell you it's called Operation Justice. I can tell you that. That's what it's called. And it is happening. I'm going to take a small break and I'll be right back.
Online Broadcasting Network.
Hey everybody, it's DC, and today I want to talk to you about Birch Gold Group. And we recently had some monumental news that no one else was actually talking about. And for the first time ever, the interest the U.S. pays on its debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right. The U.S. Now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend recklessly. And that's why savvy Americans are turning to gold. And something not tied to the inflated dollar is what it is. And you too can help, can do this with the help of Birch Gold Group. And for over 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their retirement and savings by converting on IRA or the 401k into an IRA in gold. To learn more, go to birchgold.com/rumble, birchgold.com/rumble, and get a free, no obligation information kit on diversifying your retirement into a gold IRA. Birch Gold has earned a A+ rating with the BBB and thousands of happy customers. Protect your IRA or your 401k. If you want to do that, go to birchgold/rumble and get your free information kit on gold today. I wanted to say one thing here. On behalf of Rumble, I'm grateful for that, but I want to encourage you, the audience that's listening, to download the Rumble app. That way you get the notifications every time that we go live. And also when you do that, be sure you follow us, and it will help remind you when we do go live. And also, the app is available everywhere for TV. It's available for TVs also. So make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, you search for my channel, DC Intel. It'll pop up, and follow the channel directly on that app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time that we go live, and keeps you informed. And also, if you click on the link in the description or the pinned live chat to download the Rumble app, actually on your phone also, it's free to do that. And if you prefer to watch us on a big screen, which is pretty cool, we are also available now on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is just search for Rumble. Once you get that, download it, search for DC Live, and every time it'll be on your big screen.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also you will get email updates for Guardians only. Plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our EIOBN.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
All right, we're back. Okay, we're back here. Let's see here. Looking at, see when he's texting or typing here, not texting. Volume is very low. Not sure why. Anyway, yeah, I love those commercials, right? I hate them. Let's see here. DC, are you making noise? Yeah, I'm making noise. I'm throwing stuff around. I'm mad at the world right now. Just mad. I'm mad as heck. Mad. Yeah. Mad that, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I make all kinds of noises, moving stuff around, and I always like to drink my water. Did you hear that, Harley Chick? Making noise. Anyway, Owington, Kentucky. I did want to say something about this. Air Evac Lifeline, Life Team 133, the helicopter crashed, and I just want to make mention here tonight on the show that our prayers are going out to them. Bethany Aiken, flight nurse, James Welsh, flight paramedic, and Gail Ellman, the pilot. They actually were on their way to a call and had a problem, and it crashed, and it killed them all. Very sad. Just things like that. It's sad. We hate that, and there's just no words to compare for, or to even bring comfort and stuff like that. It's crazy. But anyways, we're gonna play a couple clips here, some things, and we'll make some comments on it. But here we go. Things he announces, and he said that a new hole a new whole of government national security strategy is happening. And here's the thing. It's a shame that anytime someone has to say something, they have to say, oh, but this is for entertainment purposes only because of TikTok and, TikTok, you know what I'm saying? All these different things that want to ban you for speaking, having free speech. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Whether you believe it or not, I don't even care now. Because you've been given information after information after information, time after time. And it's happening. It is happening right in front of us. It's happening. And is what it is. So one of the things that someone brought up to me, had emailed me, and those are handcuffs on the desk there. Someone asked me that. I actually had a pink pair out here. Anyway, they're somewhere. But anyways, this election, and they're saying if the election, here's the thing, they're already worried that if something happens, what are we going to do? Well, one thing is those that have been evil. And when I say evil, I'm talking about those that have really tried to screw the American people, steal our votes, all these things. Those people they're already panicking. They're already panicking, and they're going to continue to panic because they know it's days away till payday. And I'm not talking them getting a big fat paycheck. Some of these people are going to be asleep tonight. Man, this is how it works. So I'm giving you now what's happening. They're going to be asleep tonight, and they're going to be awakened by people that are, all you're going to see is their eyes. And they're going to viciously pull you out of your bed in your underwear or whatever you're wearing. You may not be wearing nothing. They're going to yank them out because the military operation, that is strategy not disclosed, right? You got it right. It's over for them. It's over. And what's happening is now they're coming together saying, okay, so we got to figure out what's going to happen here, because now they're worried. First of all, it was all, this is, Kamala's got this. She's got all this, guys. We don't have to worry about Trump. We're going to try to prosecute him. We're going to try to put him in jail. We're going to try to put him in prison. And you know what? And he's Teflon Don. You know what I'm saying? It hadn't stuck to him. And, we'll get him. We're going to get him. Well, we're going to try to kill him. We're going to try to do this, try to do that. And you know what? They're very horrible at their jobs. That's what's crazy. Whoever has hired them needs to fire them, because they suck at everything they do. They can't even pull nothing off. They get busted and everything. They rat each other out. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. They're called Democrats. That's why. Because the demo rats do nothing but demolish things, demolish people, demolish businesses, demolish communities, especially the black ones. But guess what? I'm still going to vote for them. That's how dumb it is. That's how dumb it is. But they're panicking now, openly, not just, even on your mainstream, they're saying it now. That's normally you're like, whatever, I don't care. And then, and the reason why I know is because I'll say things and I'll tell people that I know intel and things, and they'll be like, well, I don't see it on CNN. Or they'll call me and try to debate it. Well, I've looked on Fox News, I've looked on CNN, MSN, NBC, ABC, CBS, and I haven't seen nothing on there. Well, I tell you what, you just stick to that plan, my friend. Because absolutely not. But what's happening is now they're saying, okay, so if Trump gets in, we have to be able to come after these Supreme Court justices. We have to be able to come after him. We have to be able, when he gets in, say that he is actually not able to run because he's a felon. I believe we're going to see people that have been really done wrong, be vindicated very soon. Very soon. Sounds like the rapture. Yeah, very well. Could be. But and here's the thing. I don't want to say that, because here's the thing. All of Bible, if we're going to be biblical, all Bible prophecy has not come to pass yet. Not yet. And it would have to happen in 27 days. The other thing is this. If I would say that, then you have the left-wingers is going, oh, well, he's comparing Trump to Jesus and the return of Christ. Yeah, that's how dumb some people get. Because they cannot even, dumbass crats, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because some people can't even deal with it. But they said, we will invoke civil war conditions. Civil war conditions, which means there's an uprising happening. I got news for them. They do not want to pull any kind of trigger on that thing. Because I'm going to tell you what, I told you earlier when I started the show, the American people are sick and tired of being the ones that have to abide by the law and get screwed by the law, and abide the government and get screwed by the government. I'm sorry, our buttholes are a little sore now. We're tired of it. And if they try this, I can 100% guarantee you the shit, sorry guys, it's hitting the fan. It's going to. They ain't seen an insurrection. It will be no insurrection. It will not be that. Because they're going to push it to the point. And when they push it to that point, there's no going back. And we are tired and we are sick of it. But they're saying, oh, well, we'll invoke civil war conditions on this. And then we'll say there's been an insurrection going on in America. And then we'll say it's these Trumpers, these MAGA people. And these people that have been diehard people that's, waved his flag, that's made him an idol, that sells his stuff or merchandise and all this. You know what? A rat, it will always be a rat. They will scavenge. They will do anything and everything to get away from the daylight, because they like to run in the night and get what they want. These fat rats, and I'm looking at a picture of them right now. And of course, they have to have diversity, right? So they have to have a sorry if you're all old on here. They have to have an old lady. Then they have to have a guy that looks like a professor, looks like someone farted in his face. Then they have to have an African American woman. Then they have to have a guy that's a big fat guy. They cannot say, they have to put pictures with these people. Have to do it, because they make sure it looks diverse. Because if it looks diverse, then we can't say that. It's just going to be, And then the next thing, we have 9 justices, and we will invoke these conditions, and we will try to take over them, because those will side with Trump. Let me tell you this right now. Mark DC's words. 27 days from now, if they start that crap, I'm telling you, you all been wanting to know if the Civil War will break out. It won't be a civil war. It will be a we take all scenario. And do you think for 2 seconds that if something like that happened, that Trump would step in, because he's the president at that point, he would step in and say, y'all need to stop and call the military on you? Oh, military. No, he would be like, you know what? I have given power back to the people. Now the people are saying, you know what? You all have infringed upon our rights. You guys have tried to cram this one world government down our throat. We're having this crap in New York. You guys have given all of our money to Ukraine. You guys have lied to us through the media. You guys can go kiss our ass. We're done with you. That's how it's going to happen. There ain't no speculation. There ain't no, maybe this can. I'm telling you straight up. If they pull that bull crap like they did last time, January 6th and all that stuff, and they've got plans to do something. So don't sit back and think that, well, nothing will happen. They got plans to do something. They've got plans to do something. It's dumb on our part to sit back and go, well, we're just praying that God will take care of it. Yeah, we're praying that God will take care of it. But you know what? God gave us the right for freedom. He gave us the right to get some brains and knowledge about us. He gave us the right. And through the Constitution, we have the right for freedom, right to speech, right to bear arms, and right to protect our land, and right to protect people that are going to kill other people. Period. But we as Americans have been so brainwashed that we can't even operate within our own rights. And God forbid you say something at church. Because then somebody goes, well, we go to church and state. We can't say anything. Shut up. Jiminy Christmas. I can tell you, if they bring a fight to our door, that's all they've done is brought it to our door. Because we will clean their ass up off the front lawn. That's how that is. And yeah. Kamala Harris, I don't know if you've even seen her or not. I was going to touch on it. I'm not going to go into the video and all that stuff because we got time got away from us. But you've got the 60 Minutes. The video has come out now. The true interview of them with Kamala that she did. Her actual answers, and then how they edited her answers. This should not surprise us, okay? I can't believe they would do it. I believe they would do it. I believe they do anything for her. I believe they do anything. I don't put nothing past them. And if you think that we're going to go to this election and it's going to be peaceful, you got another thing coming. If you think, even Biden has already saying, and Biden hates Harris. He don't like her. He's pissed off that they did a coup and pushed him out. That's why the other day, the first time, think of this, the first time as a president of the United States, he finally comes into to the press briefing room for the first time, and everybody's like, "Oh, the dead man walks." He comes in there. And like, oh, and he does it exactly the same time that Kamala's about to come live on TV. But guess what the news does? We're breaking away because they think, oh, crap, Biden's about to step out. He's saying something, must be something really important. And he steps out and he's like, I pooped my pants. I mean, seriously. Crazy. We're 27 days in this, guys. We were 50 days, now we're 40 days, and now we're 30 days, and we're 27 days out now. Do not expect everything to be calm, because they're going to disrupt with storms. They're going to disrupt more. We're going to see this week, we're going to see more stuff come out with Diddy. More stuff. More people. There's so much on that. It just whatever. The girl Allie that's been spilling all the stuff, her last video she posted, I wish I had a way to get a hold of her, because I'd get a hold of her and I would put her in some sort of protecting thing. Because her last video, she's like, hey, I've already got phone calls. They're going to kill us. And all because these murderers and rapists and controllers of the music industry don't want her telling the truth about how big of shitbags they really are. And that's sad. But meanwhile, we got an election coming up. You're going to see more Diddy stuff come out this week. You're going to hear more election crap. You're going to hear, we got the storm coming in. And yeah, we have to be focused on this. Making sure the American people are taken care of. Making sure that we send a loud message to FEMA to kiss our crack and go back home. And that's what we do. We know it. Buckle up. Yep, absolutely. I'm voting Monday. Trump said voter. Absolutely. And you do it. And you do it. She needs protection. You're daggone right she does. Daggone right. And she knows it. She knows it. She knows it. This week, we'll be watching The Storm. Tomorrow, I'll be back on at 1 till 2:30ish. Let's see her Rollins audio podcast right now. Yeah, you need to listen to it. Her latest video is absolutely heartbreaking. And it's amazing. Like I said, there's rats everywhere. It's amazing. I have my theory on who's calling her. And I'm still wondering how in the world they're letting him make those type of phone calls from jail. You get my point? I'm talking about Diddy. Let me see. I'm reading your chats here. Make sure this Brad. All right. Yeah. So tomorrow, 1 to 2:30ish, something like that. We'll be back on the radio. Sorry I was not on today. I had a lot of stuff to deal with today and take care of. Back on, next week on Tuesday. I won't be on Tuesday day. That's the reason why I'm telling you now is because a lot of people say, "Oh, I didn't hear it." But we'll be on Tuesday day. Be Tuesday evening because I have to take care of something. And then a couple of weeks, I'll be back on the road again. Be in Detroit and some other good stuff. But anyway, we're still working on putting together two little deals. Maybe Tennessee and Louisiana. Working on all that good stuff. And we'll touch about a whole bunch more stuff tomorrow. It's crazy what goes on in America. But like I said, if you want to be a dog guardian, come in there. You can go to our website, EIOBN, B as in Bob, N as in Nancy.com. Go in there, and guards are probably helping. Absolutely. And EIOBN.com. You can check us out there. There's a place to donate to. If you want to donate towards North Carolina, you can do that. If you want to donate towards Florida, what we're doing there, you can do that. Yeah. And let me tell you something about, you brought that up with the guards. The guards are probably helping him. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That in itself is just pathetic. It's just pathetic. But anyways, EIOBN.com. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for what you've done this past week. Couldn't have done it without you. And we can't continue to do anything without you. You know what I'm saying? We all bind together. If y'all have special talents or anything like that, if you're a therapist or law enforcement or military or whatever, and you want to help, we have people that's reached out for clothing and stuff like that. We've been trying to work out things on that. But I am the staff. So anyway, will there be an EBS? Well, on that thing right there, what I just talked a little bit about with Trump, there's not going to be an EBS before no election. If there is, it's something new to me. But there's no EBS for that. Everybody don't need to get their hopes up because they're not going to come on EBS and say, hey, guess what, everybody? We switched over to this era and everybody's rich now. It ain't happening. It ain't happening like that. We got a lot of stuff to get to. DC, is that where we contact you at too? Yeah, just go to the EIOBN.com. That's our website. Scroll down and you can click to send a message, put your information in there. And just so you know, guardians, if you're getting a phone call, I usually leave a message. I call our guardians and off and on, not all the time, but I call them and just thank them personally for what they do for the show and keeping us going and getting this message out. So don't be alarmed. But anyway, Allie Carter, that's her name. Go check her out. And if anybody can get in contact with her, and tell her I'm a good guy. Anyway, y'all have a great night. See y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, and God is in control.